with dispatch, which means when you talk to your service agent, you know, he takes your paperwork, but depending on how they're set up, he may not have technicians assigned to him. So the ticket then goes to a dispatcher, he gives it to the next available guy or whoever the system is set up. And so you could be getting one time a senior technician looking at your car and the next time the new kid on the block. And they don't share information willingly because they're paid on commission. So there's no incentive for the shop to collaborate. It's really messed up and it's depressing, honestly. Sorry, it's really bad. That's why I'd say if you can find a small mechanic where you have a relationship, not with the counter guy, but with the mechanic, and it doesn't have to be me. In fact, every single place that I found has a bad reputation, and they have a good mechanic. You just need to learn who that is and build that relationship. And when you bring your car in, just ask to speak to them. The counter guys have no problem with that. I mean, honestly, they have no clue what's going on. So, you know, it makes it easier around them. I definitely recommend that. And if you like the guy, go back to him. He'll appreciate it. Any other questions? I think we're...
just out of curiosity, are you a mechanic at a dealership now?
No, I've been working on my own from home for 3 years. I do a lot of work for vehicles here at the church, for Jenkins Restorations, and I'm pursuing more of an engineering thing. I'm actually trying to get out of the business primarily because I cannot grow my business because I cannot trust my employees. And I can't micromanage and grow. It's a terrible business model to have someone who's not willing to trust their employees. But I've had guys who had 10 years plus experience, and I've had to look over their shoulder the whole time because they're so used to doing things the way they were taught in the dealership that they cut corners or they don't do it the way I want. It's hard enough for myself to do everything. I do everything to the best of my ability with the resources I'm given. But communicating accurately to my clients what I'm going to do, how the process is going to look, and then when things don't go well, how that's handled, is really difficult. It's becoming more difficult, and if they don't start, I guess, requiring certifications, then I just don't know how to hire good people. And the next step for me would be to get a big building, and then I'd have to increase my volume in order to sustain the overhead. And it would force me to hire people that I don't know. And then during the learning period, when I get to know them, who's affected? All my customers. So anyway, yeah. In Europe, it's not that way. So move to Europe. But yeah, that's, you know, there's stuff they're working on. Hopefully, they'll get to the point where there's so many systems on your car, and you can have what's considered a certified technician looking at your car. He's certified in one area. You know, it's not like you're going to have your plumber come to your home and fix an electrical issue. But when you go to a mechanic, you fully expect that to happen. And it's even more complex than what's in your home. So they're trying to move in a direction where each individual mechanic cannot touch a car, a specific area of the car, unless they're certified in that area or they're overseen by someone who is. So you can go to a service station now that has one certified guy in brakes, and they'll call their entire service station an ASC's, American Service Excellence Service Station. And it's ridiculous. And it's too hard. I mean, I go to 4 to 8 hours of training a month at the moment to keep up with what's going on, and it's ridiculous because I know so much, and yet everything's changing constantly. And I just remember thinking about the dealership when I used to work there, and how little I knew, and how much I was, you know, how much responsibility was given to me, and it's just gotten worse. So
when
it's tough.
you're looking for a mechanic, I don't want to keep it too much longer.
Yeah.
When you're looking for a mechanic, what are the things, you know, I mean, I don't know.
You're just going to have to take a look at Consumer Fund and Yelp, or talk to people that you know, and ask to speak to the mechanic. And if they communicate well with you, that's the only way you can, you know, if they give you a list of expectations and then they're able to follow through with that, I keep going back until they aren't able to. And if then something goes wrong, then I'd say when something goes wrong, that's the best time to get to know your mechanic, because how they handle the problems will help you to really get a feel for how their integrity and whether they're willing to stand behind their word.
So if I asked to talk to your mechanic, could I also request that the same person
Absolutely.
do the job all the time?
Yeah. Yeah, they have no problem with that. I don't care where you go. rotation and an alignment, they're more likely to give it to someone who's available, and any of them can do it. But if you go in for the tire rotation alignment and the experienced guy looks at it, he's going to look at it totally different. The test drive is one of the areas that's overlooked the most, because a lot of guys will get in a new car, never drive it, bring it right into the shop, do whatever you ask to have done, and then park it. And you could have something else going on that you're fully unaware of just because you're not a trained mechanic. If they just took it down the street and back and then trained, they could unveil something that is a real issue. And if you're budgeting for stuff, you want to know about that. So anyway, yeah, that stuff is very important. That one, if that's all you take away from United is to,